Happy Thursday. Good to see you guys again. We're going to go ahead and do a past, present, future reading today. And we're just going to kind of see what we can pick up with today's energy for the collective. So let's see what's going on. Let's do a past, present, future. All right. So there's definitely a King of Cups in your energy. The King of Cups is somebody who has strong emotions, and they may or may not be sharing them with you. They have passion. They know that they, feel deeply about someone or something. And, they represent water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And the King is more of a masculine energy because it holds the love, it has the information. So maybe you're holding love for somebody, maybe you have feelings for somebody and you haven't spoken them out, or there's somebody out there who has feelings for you and has not yet said something. It's just something that has not yet been expressed but is in the atmosphere. So for past, we have the Star. For the present energy, we have the Page of Wands. And for future energy, we have the Ten of Swords. So in the past, you had the Star, which means that you had a particular goal or like a dream and a wish in mind, and you were working really hard to get to that wish, dream, or goal, bring it into fruition. So you were balanced and you were intuitive, and you followed your intuition, you followed your gut instinct, you knew what it is you wanted, and life really worked with you to help you get where you wanted to be. And then it looks like maybe along the way there was some distractions. This is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands can represent somebody who is arriving with information, messages, energy, a very energetic person. It could be a delivery person, it could be a booty call, it could be a hookup, it could be a young person who is very passionate. Looks like what I'm picking up is that at one point you were on your journey and doing really well, and you got sidetracked by lust. That's what I'm getting from this so far. So that happens to everybody. Life is exciting. There's a lot of new things going on in the world. There's the hookup culture. There is, Tinder and Bumble and Facebook dating, all these opportunities to get yourself distracted from where you want to be, because sometimes going after your goal can be really exhausting, and it can, be disappointing if you don't get what you're looking for. You have to keep working at it again and again. So we kind of look for ways to distract ourselves, especially with, going through the last year, 2020 and 2021. A lot of people have been alone, and so when they have the opportunity to connect with another, they're going to take it. But the time has come now to be a little bit more discerning. In the future position, we have the Ten of Swords. So let me see if I can get this. There we go. Oh, there. Okay. So if you notice, there's a man lying in the grass, and there's all these swords that are floating above him, and there's a little deer looking at him, and it's kind of checking to say, hey, is this dude all right? Like, is everything okay? And you notice the glowing lights around each of those swords. I think, in the traditional tarot, the Ten of Swords represents the end of a situation. It can be a brutal betrayal, it can be back pain, it can be anything that, like, stabbed in the back. But in this situation, I really feel like this is a card of manifestation. Like, you have taken something as far as you can possibly take it, and now it's time to release that. And so in this card, it looks like the swords are being drawn up, whereas in other Ten of Swords cards, the physical person is being stabbed by the swords. So this really gives me some hope for you. In general, I think things are going to go just fine for you. You're going to get out of whatever painful situation that you have found yourself in, and you're going to start refocusing on what is important to you. So in light of that, let's go ahead and tap into our Rebel deck. It's a pretty cool little deck. It kind of just tells you what it is. Let's see what the Rebel deck has to say about this situation, about refocusing and, letting go of some addictions and finding your home base yet again. So what do we have here? Drop the fucking ego. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. Okay, so that could be another reason that we got the King of Cups hanging out in this reading. This person has something they want to tell you and they are not saying it. So, yeah, you have something you want to say and you are not saying it. And it's time for you to drop that ego and go, hey, I'm going to make a fool of myself, or I'm going to let somebody else come to me and allow them to make a fool of themselves. I'm just going to express what I need to express, and to hell with it. Whatever will be, right? The other one I got for you is you need a big fucking hug. So, I think what I pick up from this reading today is there's connection needed. If you're feeling isolated or alone, or you're feeling like, you just need some more community, you need to just reach out. Text the first person in your B section of your contact list or on your friends list on Facebook. Reach out to somebody and just start up a conversation and just see where it goes. You have a lot of people around you who really care about you, but a whole lot of people have become receivers instead of pursuers. So we're all sitting here like, hey, we want to hear from somebody, but no one's picking up their phone and reaching out. So there's that. I'm going to do one more card from the Rebel deck. You do you. It says, stop trying to change people. That shit never works. So, and that's absolutely true. You're going to do what you need to do, and you're going to feed what needs to be fed for you, such as your need for vulnerability and community, and take care of that. And then whoever you're working with or waiting for, or you're trying to manifest in your life, they're going to do their life, and maybe one of these days they'll blend together. So the next deck I'm going to do tonight is called the Sacred Self-Care deck. I'm going to pull a card for you. Oh, I got 2, 3. All right, number 1, hydrate. So my challenge for you is to drink 64 ounces of water today. It is only noon here on the West Coast. So I believe it's only noon. Oh, it's already 1 o'clock. But anyway, you can get 64 ounces of water in before you go to bed tonight. So please go ahead and make sure that's a priority for you. The more water you have in your body, the more it can flow through and help remove negative emotions. It balances your energy field. It does so much for you. It's the sacred, fountain of youth. You drink water, you're going to be plump and plush and amazing. So drink that water, and it will help you feel better from the inside out. The next one we have is positive affirmations. And you notice here the number is 41, which breaks into a 5. 4 plus 1 is 5, which encourages change. You can change the direction of your life simply by the way you talk to yourself. So you can look at yourself in the mirror and go, wow, damn, you're good looking. Or, hey, I saw that you did your chores today and you didn't want to do that, but you did it, so hell yeah. I saw you busted out that workout. Oh my gosh, you dealt with that asshole of a customer, but you did it and they left smiling. Positive affirmations. I am strong. I am independent. I am capable of whatever I decide to put my mind to. I am powerful. I am kind. All of those things. Talk to yourself like you would talk to a young child that you loved very much. Because inside each person there is a young child that needs a little bit of love. Whether we like to admit it or not. There's a little Heather. And that little Heather, she needs a hug once in a while. So I have to remind myself, hey, talk nice. You need to talk nice to you too, because that critic in your head can really drag you down without you even noticing. It's time to stand up and be like, nah, I'm not doing that no more. I'm going to focus on what is good. And I'm going to grow inside my own personal self what is positive and good. I'm going to acknowledge the parts of myself that maybe I don't like, try to change those things. And if I can't change them, I'm going to accept them exactly as they are and go, yeah, that's me. That's what I do. Oops. So I'll try to find ways to prevent those things. But sometimes we have a side of ourselves that shows, and we just have to deal with it and accept that we're human. So in this situation, I really want you to focus on 5 positive affirmations. Think of 5 things about yourself today that you really like about yourself. And I want you to repeat them to yourself tomorrow morning when you wake up. Oh, and this one's fun. Dance. So one of the quickest ways to change your energy and your mood is to turn on music. You can dance. You can turn on pop music. You can turn on hardcore metal. You can turn on screamo and you can scream. Do something with drums. You can do tribal music, whatever. Get your body moving. Because as soon as you start moving, you start transmitting that energy that's just sitting inside you, and it can stir up new ideas. It can increase your blood flow. It can increase your attractiveness, everything. So get up and move that body. So finally for tonight, the last deck I'm going to use is called the Super Attractor. It's one of my favorite decks. It's very positive. It really reminds us of the badass that we are inside. As soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power toward what I want. That goes along with what I was just saying. As soon as I choose to see the good and even the darkness, I can see the negative traits that I have, but those are there to protect me. I can see that, sometimes people around us, they act out negatively and they're crying out for help, and we can choose to look at what they're doing and saying as a cry for help versus a personal attack. You got to stop looking at things people are doing as an attack toward you, because it's not about you. It's really not. It's something happening with them and they're expressing it towards you. Your job is to have firm boundaries. So if they're expressing violently towards you, you have a right to say, I'm not going to participate in this. I'm going over here. And they can be as mad as they want, but you have a right to walk away. And when you focus on the light and the reason behind that negativity, then you can, make a huge difference in your life and other people's lives. And I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck here. When I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or how it will happen. That's right. When you focus on what feels good inside to you, what resonates with your morals and values and boundaries, your inner light will continue to shine and get brighter, and the magnetism within you will attract the right things to you. You are absolutely in control of your experience as far as how you react, how you perceive, and how you emit your energy out into the world. It's time to wake up and pay attention, because it's not all about you anymore. It's about the rest of the people, seeing that you can help them by being good to yourself. So in a strange way, yeah, it's not about you. Don't take things personal, but you take care of you, just like you would take care of a young child. So I think that this was a really powerful reading. I really want you to focus on your affirmations and drinking your water. And if you can do me a favor, and if you're driving home from work, turn on that music and dance in your car. When you get home from work, or if you're home right now, blast some music. If you're home alone, if you got kids in the house, ask them to turn on their favorite music and you dance together. Another really fun thing to do to raise your vibration is to turn off the lights and play hide and seek with your kids. You have no idea how much fun it is to actually play with your kids until you get back in that moment and you do it. It's just refreshing and renewing and rejuvenating. So, well, this card just fell out right as I was finishing up the reading, and it says, my super attractor power comes from how I feel, my faith in love, and the joy I put out. There you go. That's exactly what I was just telling you. You are a powerful person, and you are filled with love, and you are surrounded by people who love you and care about you. And you can do anything that you put your mind to. So just tap in, because you already know what it is you need to do. All right. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Have a great day.